Alrighty. Hey everybody, welcome to the Damsels in Debate podcast. I'm your host Tina.
And I'm your co-host Monica.
Yay! And guess what? We are, like we said, broadcasting from New Jersey right now, my old home state.
Woo woo!
Yeah, in Monica's place. And we hope you all had a great holiday. We did. We spent it together.
Yeah, in Florida.
Mm-hmm. And let's see. So we saw 2 movies recently. Over the, I almost said over the Transformers weekend. Over the holiday weekend, we saw the newest Transformers movie. But couldn't do the podcast right after we saw the movie. It was just, we needed some, decompress time. Because it was a lot to take in. Fucking almost 3-hour long movie.
Way too long.
Much too long.
No.
Yeah. And then just last night, we saw my big movie, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Sam!
So, yeah, we're going to go into those 2 movies, and spoilers, obviously, for everything.
Spoiler alert!
And we did say we were going to watch all 3 of the other movies, and we got 2 of them done. We did finish Revenge of the Fallen. Didn't have the time for Dark of the Moon, or Dark of the Moon. Which I kind of wish we'd watch that one instead of 2, because watching 2, I remember how much I really don't like that movie. But on the way to the movie theater, I had Monica look up the synopsis for Dark of the Moon and read it to me. So we kind of knew what was going on. Mm-hmm. Some of those names, if you don't see them on screen, it's like, which one was that?
Who is this? Who died?
Yeah. So, okay. So we saw the movie. Did it live up to or did you have big expectations? Because I know in general you like these movies as a whole.
I like the
series. Yeah.
Whereas
I only really like the first one. I do really like that movie. Rewatching it, I will say it is way too long. There's a lot of stuff that they could cut out. But once the Transformers are on the screen and they're doing shit, I'm like all into it. I love it. Mm-hmm. So I would say I still like the first one. The third one was okay, but it was way too long. Like the first half of it I thought could be thrown away. And I just hate the second movie. I don't like it at all. I really don't. And rewatching it, I was like, yep, my opinion has not changed on this movie. But yeah, you liked all of them. So that being said, what were your expectations going into Age of Extinction?
Okay, because I love the Transformer movies and I never had a problem with their length or anything. Mm-hmm. I thought they all pieced together perfectly. Mm-hmm. So going into this movie, I just knew it was going to be like that. I wouldn't care about the length and, the whole thing would be awesome from beginning to end. That's what I thought. I was excited about this movie.
Okay. And I'll say that once I heard the length, I was kind of like, okay, they didn't really change much. Because I thought, because now they've got new characters, or new human characters. I like Mark Wahlberg.
Yes, me too.
So, I thought that was going to be cool. And then I knew that they were going to have Stanley Tucci and Kelsey Grammer. So I thought maybe they would tweak it a little, because there's elements that I really like. So I thought it would be, we'll see how it goes. Right. And I saw the one teaser trailer during the Super Bowl with the, Optimus Prime riding the big T-Rex looking Transformer. So that sold me right away. I was like, well, no matter what, I'm going to have to see this in the theater. Just because...
Because hello, yeah. Fucking T-Rex Transformer right there.
Exactly. So that being said, what did you think of this movie?
All right. Now, and I didn't want to have to say this because I didn't want to feel like everyone else with this, but it was too long. I kept looking at my clock. And halfway through, I had to pee so bad. And I looked at my clock and I was like, oh shit, I can't hold this to the end.
There's another solid hour here.
There's a whole nother movie left.
Yeah.
So I had to get up to go to the bathroom, and I hate doing that.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't like to miss anything.
Yeah, because then you're trying to ask and trying to catch up and pay attention.
So what just happened?
Yeah.
So it was definitely too long, way too long, and it was okay. I was bored sometimes.
Yeah.
And the other 3, I wasn't ever bored. I liked them.
Yeah. I think this is the worst, or one of the worst reviewed ones out of all the movies. Which, jeez, well, because same thing. It's like, my opinion usually follows most people's opinion, not all the time, but for the most part. So when I started seeing all the reviews and all the different people I talked to were saying it, I'm like, oh well, maybe maybe just once it'll be okay. Like maybe this once it'll just be I'll just be off on my own. But no, I gotta agree. It was it was way too long. I remember thinking, and because with these movies, because they're so long and the storylines are a little convoluted and stuff, the thing that they always get me with is the actual Transformers, just because they always look so amazing.
That pulls you
fighting. Back. Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm into it. I'm good. Yeah. And there was a part at the end there when they're in are they in Hong Kong at the end? I forget now. But anyway, at the end, the last location there,
somewhere in Asia,
the last part
Asia Minor, it's like,
oh god, the last part there when they're running through the city. And they get to the ship and we're getting the seed onto the ship and they almost did it and then I forget what happened, but something happened, they didn't do it. And I remember being like, oh god damn it, because now it's like it's gonna like I don't even feel like hour. Yeah, like now I don't even feel like seeing this. I just want to let's go. Yeah. Let's get going. Yeah. So yeah, this movie was really, really too long. There's so much stuff that they spent a lot of time on and we never came back to it at all. So yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's just, it was too long. Because, the storyline was kind of whoa, but still, you can get past it. But yeah, way too long. Any movie that's over, once it hits 2 hours and 15 minutes or 20 minutes, that's where I start to get does it really need to be this long? Did you guys go over this well or what? Yeah. So yeah. All right, enough about the length though. But, okay, so, besides the length, what do you think, okay, so we met a whole bunch of new Autobots and stuff. I don't remember any of their names. Okay. I just know the one was John Goodman, and the other one I'm pretty sure was the guy from The Last Samurai, and also in Godzilla.
Okay, yeah. Oh, God. Don't get me started on Godzilla. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so let me tell you, I have an opinion, obviously, about the Autobots and the Decepticons. Mm-hmm. Okay, Autobots, me no like. They were a little funny, but it was kind of cheesy. They were too funky. They should have been closer to an actual Transformer.
I don't like the way they looked at all. The John Goodman one, he had the cigar. What the fuck was the point of cigar? And he had a beard, and it didn't look like, at least in the other movies and stuff, they still kind of and again, we didn't watch I didn't watch the Transformers cartoons or anything, but I like the way they look. In this one, they were just too sleek and let's look like toys. Yeah. That's what I thought.
There you go.
Totally. Yeah.
So I completely agree with that. Mm-hmm. The John Goodman one, he was funny. Mm-hmm. I thought he was funny, but I didn't like the samurai one. What the fuck is this? I don't know how exactly what I want to say, how to say it, but it's just, I like the traditional boxy looking... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I totally
robotic
agree.
Transformers that turn into cars. I don't want it to look like a fucking samurai or a...
Yeah, the one had a cape.
What is that? Yeah, so I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Not at all.
And then for the Decepticons, okay. So now they're man-made.
Oh, so yeah, the whole Transformium thing.
Yeah. No. Okay? It's... To me, all that says is I needed a sequel. So how can I figure out how to get Decepticons? Mm-hmm. Oh, let's create them. No, these are fucking alien beings. You just created one?
Yeah. And then, my big thing, okay, the Transformium, the human-made ones, the engineered ones, they did the little, cubey, spiral thing. And I'm like, well, how come regular Transformers don't do that if they're all made of the same thing? Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know. No.
So I didn't like the Autobots, the new ones, and I didn't like that the Decepticons were man-made and created. Mm-hmm. And it was even more cheesy. So now we got a dead Decepticon, but we're using parts from him, and now his spirit.
I was gonna say, what did you think
spark?
What did you think about Galvatron?
No,
Megatron 2.0.
Come on,
I'm over Megatron. Dead. Yeah, he comes back every damn movie,
in a new way.
I'm over. Yeah.
Oh damn, you back now?
And again, I don't know. Megatron might be the big bad of the entire series, but the way they're using him, I'm over it. Let's get another villain.
Yeah. And then they did have a villain in here, but then it was
That assassin bounty hunter.
Come on. So what the fuck? So what? So you created them, but now you're mad and you want to take them back? Like,
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like, whenever they explain stuff, I want to just be like, what?
What? Pause this,
Yeah.
please.
Like, some notes. Any notes?
I have a
Was
question.
there like a packet that was handed out? Because, yeah, I was like, I don't understand. Help me understand.
Yes. I'm like, so now we got fake ass Decepticons, and then we got this whack ass creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the bounty hunter guy. Yeah. Who? What? I don't know.
No. And then, okay, so because I did so much, I really didn't see, and I'm glad we sat on it because if I would have done this right after, I would have been like, oh, it was cool, it was good. No, as the more I talk about it, the more I sat on it, I'm like, no. Okay, so then it's so awesome that they had like the dinosaur,
the Dinobots,
Dinobots, right? But it was like at the very end, okay? They were in there for 2 seconds. Yeah, and then they just let them all free?
At the end of the movie, they're like, oh, run away. And they just ran out into the woods. I'm like, that's going to seriously fuck up the ecosystem. Yeah. Like, what are they going to do?
You just let loose dinosaurs.
Yeah, big ass metal dinosaurs. And yeah, they're like dogs. They don't...
They're not like the regular
Transformers. Can one of you Transformers go and hang out with them and like keep them in line so they don't just go like mess up a city? Like,
what the fuck is that? And then we didn't even see them transform into anything other than...
Right.
So, can they transform into a car and then blend in? Or are they just going to be running amok?
Right. I don't know. And like, okay, so they came here during the dinosaur time, which is why they do that. But like you said... Like, fucking Bumblebee was able to just transform into a different type of car. Same thing with Optimus. Yeah. What are the rules here?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I try not to pick apart too much because I know we're dealing with, that it's based on toys. So it's okay. But when you start throwing in shit like that, I'm like, come on, what are we doing here?
So if you can turn into... That's a good point. Like, the Optimus Prime was that raggedy-ass truck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So why don't you just keep changing your... Like, when he was hiding, why don't you just keep changing into different cars?
Just go up on 2 wheels and, shoot on a car and then, because that's what Bumblebee did. And he came back all sleek and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't get it. And then, like... it's, like... Transformers, like, they seem to be, like, super cool and they're okay sometimes. Like, it's really just for when the plot calls for it. Like, with Optimus, he was all kind of raggedy and needed help and stuff. But then, the same thing. Like, you can just change into another car, and then the car can be all perfect. So, like, are your injuries okay then? Or
is your shit fixed then?
Yeah, does that fix you? I mean, I guess not, but I don't know. It's really confusing. And like I said, I don't really like to pick apart too much with stuff like that when it's this type of movie. But when you start throwing in all this shit, it's like, okay, everything's really conflicting.
Right, because this is valid now. Now it's brought...
Now you're addressing it and
so,
changing the rules. Yeah. I don't know.
Speaking of that, so he was all fucked up, right? And Mark Wahlberg was going to fix him.
Mark Wahlberg, the Texan.
Yeah, the fuck. So he fixed him in 2 seconds? What'd you fix him with? So he's fixed now. Like,
that's what it seems like. And all his inventions were all like shoddy, so why would he be able to fix him?
A whole alien being.
Yeah, exactly.
In 2 seconds.
And then, okay, since we brought up Mark Wahlberg now, okay, there's his daughter, which
looks like a top model.
Typical Michael Bay.
Gorgeous.
Woman. Yeah. They're either like fat and therefore they're just there for comedy reasons, or they're supermodels. There's nothing else. No other women exist.
Yeah. No normal women.
Yes, exactly. I think the most useless character I've ever seen in a movie is her boyfriend. Like, okay, he had the car that got them out of the place or whatever, which I really thought that car was going to be a Transformer.
Yeah. I just knew it.
We actually discussed it and we had a little powwow in the movie.
Yeah. That's a Transformer right there.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's good turn right now. I didn't do it.
I was like, so it's just a race car? Get this shit out of here.
And he's like some like super great race car driver, but he's like, what was he, like 20 or 19 or something?
He was like, I got signed by Red Bull.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, how old are you, dude?
Yeah, exactly. And then his daughter is like super young, which in a way is kind of gross.
He pulls out a card with the law?
Yeah.
So you just roll with these. How many 17, 16-year-olds are you fucking?
Exactly.
Pulled it out. It was laminated and everything.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not into any of this at all. But yeah, that character, he was like a little, didn't like him really, and he never really redeemed himself. He was just like a pain in the ass. I didn't like him at all. It was totally unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree.
Yeah.
And then the way he acted with Mark Wahlberg, that's not real. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You're a boyfriend that she's not supposed to have, that he just finds out about. You're not going to be, like, all dicky towards him like that.
Especially
Ain't a real dad. Would have knocked him the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly. Especially from, like, Texas. I mean, I don't think they were safe or anything like that.
Where was his gun? In his hat?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, the humans in this movie were a mess. Although, I thought Stanley Tucci played his role well.
Which one was that?
There was a whole lot going on. The bald guy with the glasses.
Oh, I loved him.
Yeah, I liked him in everything I see him in.
He was super funny, so I'm happy at least, because some of Mark Wahlberg's dad jokes or whatever, some of them were funny, but some of them didn't go over completely with me.
Yeah, I agree.
The Stanley Tucci guy, everything, I was like, oh, he's hilarious.
Great. Yeah, I love him. And then I also liked Kelsey Grammer as like the bad guy, I guess you could call him. You know, the guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job too. I didn't really buy him running out and chasing Mark Wahlberg with the gun, but still, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. But I don't know. There was just a lot going on and a lot wrong with this movie. Let me skim over my notes here. Yeah, I just have way too long written real big. And
way too long.
Yeah, and I definitely agree about the Dinobots just showing up at the end. Somebody did tell me that they weren't in it for that long, which I figured they weren't going to be like a super main focus. But to have them show up the way they did, it was kind of like, what?
It was like, how can we figure out a way to get them in here real quick? Oh, this is...
We have to have this battle look cool. Let's throw these in there. And then, them just getting released out into the woods, I thought was stupid.
Even, like, when I saw it, I was like, I think I turned to you. I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. And now Optimus is going out.
Oh, so now where's he going?
I don't know exactly. What did you think of his attitude in this movie? Because he's always been the voice of reason kind of character, and now he still kind of is, but he's kind of violent.
Okay, so I honestly didn't mind it, because at this point, how many fucking times can you help the humans and then they do this shit?
Have them do something stupid.
Yeah. So I thought it was validated, and I think that part made sense to have him act like that in this movie.
You know what else? Okay, I just thought this when you were saying that. Not that I wanted them to have Sam Witwicky come back or his parents or anything, but I feel like, especially with Bumblebee, with him being like the protector and stuff, I feel like there should have just been some quick
reference,
and they didn't have to say, "Oh, Sam's out of school," and nothing like that. But just like Optimus saying something like when he was getting all philosophical and like, I've been in charge. Or, I don't know. Something simple to reference that, just because it seems like, okay, we did 3 movies with these other people.
Yeah.
And now nothing.
Yeah. So, like, what, is he on break? Did he decide that he wants nothing to do with them now, or?
I don't know. Yeah. But especially between Optimus and Bumblebee, because now they're the only Autobots from the first movie now, right? Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I think the next Transformers movie is going to be a rental for me, unless it gets glowing reviews and people whose movie opinions I trust tell me I have to go see it, and it's under 2 hours and 20 minutes.
And I didn't like that Messer and Tyrese were in this. Messer from Josh Duhamel.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
if they do another one and they have them back, not that they, I like Sam Witwicky. I would really like them to have, especially he goes with Bumblebee. They're like,
right, like that's
If you're gonna have Bumblebee, then you need to have him. What the fuck is Bumblebee's point then? Why are you even here? Why go back to, I don't know, somewhere.
You know what scene pissed me off where I was just like, this is stupid, was the scene where the boyfriend and Bumblebee driving into like the display room, and Bumblebee's all pissed off.
Yeah.
That was so unnecessary. Like it just, I'm sitting there like this is so dumb and it's so long.
You know why they did that?
Why? To get people to laugh.
No. Optimus Prime was trying to relate to Mark Wahlberg in this movie as Bumblebee is his kid, and then the girl is Mark Wahlberg's child, and it's hard to keep them, contained, and you just gotta. That's what that was, because that was him acting like a child.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I guess they needed something to make him look like a 2-year-old, like the other chick was acting like.
Yeah. Oh God.
It made it better. But that's where that came from. Because I was looking like, oh, I see what you're doing here.
Yeah.
So he's the child right now. Optimus Prime is about to take off his belt and whoop him.
And there were no female Transformers. There were some in the second movie. I don't remember the third, but
were there?
Yeah, there was some. The 3 like motorcycles were girls, or at least 2 of them were. You were probably asleep at that part.
Were they?
Yeah. Because I remember I was like, oh, there's girls and nobody's addressing it.
I remember that.
So, we did. Both of us did fall asleep at one point watching the second movie.
Well, that's just because it's not that I didn't.
That movie's crap.
No, I like it.
He goes to Transformer Heaven. Like, I can't deal with that. But anyway.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't agree with you. I like those movies.
This is just a one. There's just the first
And I think
movie.
they're funny. I think they're all hilarious. I'm sorry, but Shia LaBeouf, or Boof, however you want to say it, he cracks me up.
Some of his lines are very funny, yeah. And that type of character he plays perfectly.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, well, but for this Transformers movie, the 4th one, I could have done without it.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for Mark, because he's such a great actor, and this was a big thing to take on, especially, 3 other movies. There's this other main character, and now he has to come in and, show his stuff, and I didn't think
such a mess.
His character was lame to me.
And the humans were really, they were really pushing the, injuries in movies aren't that bad. Like, there were a lot of points where I'm like, I think they'd be dead.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Yeah. Your leg should be shattered in 5,000 places right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I mean, I know we're kind of wrapping it up, but when they were crawling on those big...
Oh, those wires.
Yeah. All right. I know it's a movie.
Exactly.
But number one, okay, first of all, a tight rope like that, you're not like an acrobat, you're not going to attempt to just straight up walk across that shit. Like standing up straight. Okay, number one. Number two, you're high as hell up, so I'm sure there's a bunch of wind.
Wind. They never have wind,
Come on.
Yeah.
Where's the wind?
It's windy as hell.
Therefore, I'm going to need for you to get down and hold it with your legs and hold it with your arms and do like a wormy crawl thing. Can we be real about it? And then she's like, I'm going back.
She was a pain in the ass.
I wanted to punch her.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of times where she was just straight up acting like a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
It was killing me. And then there was those dog things.
Yeah, come on. So that, I was just like, I hated that scene. I hated it. That scene.
Yeah.
So overall, I didn't hate the movie. I thought it was okay. I think that the whole Transformers series could do without that movie completely. And the next one, if they don't bring back those main good characters, I'm not really gonna care about it.
Yeah, I don't think, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna go see it in the theater. And I think they need new writers. They need something, because it's just... Because they have so much good stuff.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of good material, and it's like, just tighten it up a little, and it'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Tighten it up like an hour.
Yeah, I could, let me sit in the editing room.
Yeah.
I could trim an hour easy off of this movie. And it's like, that's not a bad thing. You can put out a director's cut or something, and people will still buy it. But make the movie, there shouldn't be points where you're, always looking at your clock.
Yeah.
And stuff.
How long left do we have?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was doing with Godzilla. And that wasn't even that long. It's just I hated it.
There's something wrong then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our review of Transformers Age of Extinction.
Yep.
Extinction. my fascination with this movie series, Extinction, doesn't exist anymore. I don't know. But, yeah.
See what you did
Gone.
there.
All right, well, I think we pretty much covered everything we wanted to say about Transformers.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think we missed anything.
That's
too
about
long. That's basically it. Now, moving on.
Dang, we need some music in the back.
I know. And I like to, sit on a movie for a little bit. I try to, at least, because I know I've done a couple of reviews where I saw the movie and then did the podcast right afterwards. And then later on, like a week later, I'm like, that's not really my opinion of the movie. But because of the circumstances and because I wanted to see this movie so badly, and so did Monica, and we like to see it together, blah, 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 blah. That's where we're doing it now. We saw it less than 24 hours ago.
Word.
But now, I must say, since I was super psyched about this movie, it was probably if I could only see one this year, it would have been that one. I wasn't disappointed. It was good. It delivered, which I'm really, really excited about.
Yes, it was excellent. Yeah. Yes, it was very good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Didn't look at my clock
no,
at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so now, what was your opinion of the first movie? And then
I loved the first movie.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the movies to see that movie. I saw it like on an iPad or something like that. But it was I knew about the older movies, and I just was like, who cares? Like I just didn't care about it, and I was like, oh, it's just a remake or whatever. But I was like, oh, this movie is really good.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good. It was excellent.
Yeah. Did you see the one with Mark Wahlberg that came out in like 2000?
Planet of the Apes? Didn't even
Tim
know
movie.
that there was one.
Yeah, it's Mark Wahlberg. Michael Clark Duncan plays a gorilla. And it's a Tim Burton movie.
No.
That movie, the storyline is so blah. It's very bland. But the only reason I would say to watch it is the makeup. It's all prosthetics and makeup, and it looks great. They look really good in there. But that's really the only reason you need to see it, in my opinion.
Okay, I guess maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah. Or just look at some photos online.
Yeah. That'll do it. Yeah. All right, I'll do that instead.
Yeah. But no, I've seen the original Planet of the Apes movie with Charlton Heston, and I knew the ending before I saw the movie, and but I've never seen any of the sequels. I saw the Mark Wahlberg one, and then this movie, I was like, the thing that sold me, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll go check it out, is I remember there was one shot in the trailers where it's Caesar and the orangutan and the gorilla, and they're all on top of the what do you call it? The
horses?
car? No, the cable car or whatever in San Francisco. I was like, oh, that looks funny. I'll go see it. So then I went to see it. I wasn't expecting a
We're talking
lot.
about the first movie.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, that was so fun. I really like that movie. So yeah, same kind of thing. Pleasantly surprised. And then this one, I forget when it was that they released the teaser trailer, which I'm really happy they had a teaser trailer. But I was like, oh my God, I gotta see that. I can't wait. Oh, July, that's so far away. Yeah. And then Gary Oldman, I love Gary Oldman and stuff. So, and I knew it was the same. I knew Andy Serkis was still going to be playing Caesar, and then it's the same director too. So yeah, I was really psyched. And they've been playing trailers
nonstop the
now.
whole damn movie in the trailer.
Yeah. So it's been hard. It's been very, very hard, but it paid off because I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know about any any big scenes, or I didn't really know anything that was coming. So I'm glad I did that. But yeah, I really, really like this movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the effects, like just
awesome. Like it actually pulled you in to see their facial features and their reactions.
Yeah.
Like I'm staring like, oh snap, it looks so real.
Yeah. They did such a fantastic job. It was really
yeah.
I mean, there's not.
We're like, it was good.
Yeah. That's my review of this movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell yes. I gotta not say it now. It was very. Really hard not to say it. It was really yes. The effects were just so good. Whatever, I'm not even gonna try anymore. The effects were fantastic. And the facial movements and all that shit. There's so much personality that was conveyed.
Yes.
totally bought everything. Totally into it.
Even, I mean, obviously the actors are the ones that brought it to life. You just explained that to me. I didn't even realize. But more so than human features.
And you can see, I mean, the first movie, Rise, definitely, that had great effects in it, but you can see little improvements and stuff, and it's just, it's all gotten better. So yeah, effects, a plus.
Plus.
Yes, exactly. So, I mean, I think I already know the answer, but did you enjoy this movie more? Like, if you had to rate the two, which one would you like more?
Yes, I would like this one more.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah. But the other one was, you know, close to it, but it's still excellent. But, yeah.
And I would say that you should definitely see the first movie before you see this one, I think.
Yes.
I mean, we went with somebody who did.
Yes, and he didn't know. He didn't see the first one first. And he asked me, like, why does this one talk and the other ones can't talk? And I was like, I looked at him like, what do you mean? Like, did you see the first movie? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I got shot. You didn't see the first movie?
Because, like, I mean, I don't know if Vanessa's going to see this, but I know as of a week ago, she hadn't seen the first one. And I was like, you have to watch the first one. Yeah. Got it. Definitely. So, yes, definitely go see the first one if you haven't seen it, which, if you haven't seen it, what the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So, yeah, CGI is great, blah, blah, blah. If I had to have, like, one, I'm just going to do my broad stuff and then we'll get into the details. But if I had to pick, like, one thing that I didn't like, and even this, it's not that I, like, didn't like it, but it was just one thing that was not on the superior level for me. As the ending, not that it was anticlimactic, but it kind of felt a little bit like we're right back where we started. I mean, I know we're not, but because like now it's like, yes, there is going to be a war. Before it was kind of like, oh, we'll see how it goes, you know. But it kind of just felt like, all right, well, Caesar's gonna, you know, he's in charge of the apes again, and they're gonna try to be cool, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's the only thing, and again, that's not really, I'm not like upset about that or anything like that, but that was the only thing. If I had to pick something that to me felt like a little weak or something, that's what I would say. Just the ending kind of felt like we're right back where we were at the end of the other one. Was there anything that stuck out to you?
For the ending, I wasn't thinking like that, but I like happy endings. I like everything to be, because I didn't know there was going to be another one. So this was the last for me, and I wanted it to be like, oh, now we're friends, and everybody's happy. So when he's like, you know, come on, we got to go, and he's like, no. And he's like, no, the army's coming, and he's like, no, we got to, I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean? So you're going to fight? You're going to die? No, I didn't like that. But since there's going to be another one, and I'm sure they set the movie up like this, but I'm rooting for the apes, even though I am a human.
Well, because these are prequels to the older movies, but I don't think they're staying specifically in what's that called, in canon or whatever. But I mean, if they're prequels, then yeah, the apes are totally gonna win. Right.
So I would like, I'm rooting for the apes, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm a disgrace to the human race, but
race traitor.
But Caesar,
get out. We don't serve your kind. But yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it seems like the apes are gonna win, and yeah, because I also wasn't sure where it was gonna end because I had no concept of what. I'm like, we got to be wrapping up soon. Like, I had no idea what was going on time-wise. So, I wasn't sure if they were going to end it with, like, maybe not Caesar dying or not being in control, but something maybe pushing him over the edge that would make him where he would want to have, like, humans imprisoned and all that kind of stuff.
I see what you're saying.
So, that would be more along the lines of the apes in the future movies.
Right.
You know, it'd be funny to watch the original movie with you.
You think why? You think I'll be like,
because you're gonna be like, this is stupid. Yeah, because it's just people in the crappy costumes.
Ew.
Yeah, totally. We'll watch a YouTube clip later.
Yeah.
You can see.
Off that.
Yeah. I think it was made in like '68 or something, so it's an older movie.
My dad always tries to get me to, he's always like, come on, Mom, come watch this movie. And I'm like, no, but that was one of them. And I was like, I remember seeing, I was like, ew, what is this shit? I mean, I was only in the living room for like 30 seconds. And then I was like, I'm going back in my room.
Right.
So I didn't watch.
I actually, for Christmas, one of the presents I got my dad was the whole series.
Really? Of that old shit? He wanted that?
He likes them, yeah. So, I've only seen the first one. I don't know what goes on in the other movies.
Sounds like it's time to replace those with these newer ones.
Well, the last movie in the set was Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So it was all the Apes movies, and it had the Mark Wahlberg one. So it was like a whole set for like $20 or something. They're all on Blu-ray. So yeah.
That's
nice cheap gift.
you and Blu-ray.
Blu-ray for the win. No.
I gotta get my shit together.
When they're on sale, I like Blu-rays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are really off track.
But,
talking about fucking Blu-ray. But yeah, so I thought it might end that way, kind of like almost like a downer ending in a way, but it didn't. So
bam.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go. And then someone brought up a good point to us. So in the third movie, we don't know, but like in the first movie, they had made reference to the spaceship going up.
Which I didn't.
Right, yeah, we explained, yeah.
So
you got it now. But they did make a reference to that. It's on like the news or something. So would the third movie then deal with them coming back or what? Because it's now, we've got our main character, we've got Caesar, and his whole group. So I have no idea. I don't know anything. But I know I will be going to see it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, yeah.
Hopefully we could do another
joint
combination, yeah.
Who the hell knows what's going to be going on at that point, but yeah. But yeah, so that was my only little thing. Well, actually, now that we can get into more particulars,
yes.
I will say I didn't catch his name, but there was a bald black gentleman that was with the he was with the family because it was the family, the mom and dad, Felicity, and the guy.
A fake ass mom.
Yeah, the medic mom, and then his son, who I was like, this kid, I think, is gonna die.
Right.
I thought one of these sons is dying.
Yeah.
But so his son, and then the idiot guy, friggin' Charlie from Fringe, being a jerk.
Yeah.
And then the black dude, I didn't catch his name. Anyway, that's the easiest way to figure out who I'm talking about. But he was cool. He was with everybody.
Yeah.
And
he was down. He was cool with the apes as long as they were. Yeah.
Yeah. He threw Charlie. I don't know his name in the movie, but he threw Charlie into the truck and made him stay there until the keys out.
He was pissed off. You stay here, asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he was in the ape village, right, with the family.
Right.
When Maurice the orangutan told him to run,
He's
which
like,
I was waiting for Maurice to talk. We need to hear him talk. And then he finally did. But so
they start running. And we never see the black guy.
Where the hell did the black guy go? He must have gotten killed because when they're falling down the cliff or the mountainside there, he ain't there.
No. But you don't see him.
We don't see him die. So I gotta say that is a major
glitch,
continuity error.
Yeah.
Unless hey, we need help. If you guys saw what happened to the black gentleman, please let us know.
Yeah, we're looking for the black gentleman.
We need help. We can't find him. Carton. He is unaccounted for.
Yes, please write a comment. Let us know. Yeah, where the fuck is he?
Both of us cannot figure it out.
And I was thinking that, and I was like, I forgot about it. And then you were like, hey, and I was like, dude, I noticed that. So I know I'm not crazy. If you picked it up too.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully, somebody can shed some light on this disappearance for us
of the bald black gentleman.
Yeah, exactly.
Where art thou?
So yeah, we don't know where he's at, but
anyway, but if you find him,
let us know.
555.
Tell him to come home.
His family misses him.
Tell Jack we miss him. Jack Brown. All right. Now, we gotta talk about Mr. Koba.
Oh, Koba.
Uncle Sky.
Yeah, word. You said that in the movie.
Yeah, there was one part where he was talking to Blue Eyes, and I'm like, this is because I just watched Lion King earlier in the day. Just watched Lion King, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
This is totally fucking Mufasa.
Uncle
Blue
Sky.
Eyes, and Simba, and So, but anyway, whatever. Oh wow, he was a really great villain. I thought he was totally, there were depths in because you understood. I love when he was like human work and he was pointing to his arms and shit. I was like, oh yeah,
human work. His eye was all fucked up. Yeah. He got the milky eye.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, he's got a point.
Yeah, word.
And then that part when he totally goosed those two with the guns.
Them. Yes.
Yeah. And then
And
the second time
I was thinking, like, how's he gonna get out of that?
Me too. I thought they were, yeah.
I mean, I didn't think he was gonna get killed, but I thought like at least get injured, captured, something.
Yeah, exactly. And then the second time when he came back, I was like, oh my god, he's gonna destroy them.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, oh.
yeah.
Because he is an intimidating looking.
Hell yeah. Well, when he acts goofy,
scowl.
he doesn't.
Yeah.
But once he gets back to his normal self,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm scared to look at you, brother.
I was scared to look at him in the first movie.
I wouldn't even trust him. I don't know how Caesar. Like, dude, how'd you get past that?
Yeah, like Caesar, come on.
He looks like a fucking
legitimately a villain.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. Does anyone see this?
Yeah. Caesar, I've been meaning to talk to you.
You're right here, man. Koba.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gonna try to kill you. I'm pretty sure.
He's gonna try to take over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so when Caesar comes back and Koba sees him, I thought he was gonna try to play that. Oh my God, you're back! Yeah, hail Caesar, and he was like, Caesar, ain't no room for you here. I said, mother.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, he shot me.
Yeah,
so
right.
You all should be like, yeah.
That's what I was like.
It's not the rules of the jungle.
Yeah,
though.
right. I'm like, can we like cut the rules here?
Yeah.
Fuck this.
We need a committee and like a hearing. Yeah, exactly.
Said, no, excuse me, he shot me. He cheated. Okay.
Yeah.
He assassinated me.
Yeah, cheater. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that
totally
shit.
pulled a.
Yeah, no.
I can't even think of anything funny, but yeah, totally. Totally
Yeah.
shot him.
Yeah.
And I really thought that little Blue Eyes was gonna get killed too at some point, and he didn't. So he's so cute.
Yeah. So I wonder what the significance of his blue eyes are. I thought they were going to reference that.
Eyes. Yeah.
Because none of them have blue eyes, and why are apes having, like, is this them transitioning into humans now?
Well, it's something, because I remember in the last movie, I mean, like, Caesar's eyes are light. They're like a greenish kind of color. And then I remember when he throws the canisters in, and all the apes are coming out, and he's checking their eyes, and their eyes are all lightish, greenish color. And that's, like, kind of signifies that the stuff has gotten into them. So the
Allspark.
Yeah,
so wrong.
Yeah, the Transformium has worked his way in, yeah. So, I don't know, I guess he's got just a fluke or whatever, he's got blue eyes.
Maybe he's super smart.
Yeah.
Super ape, I don't know.
Or maybe that'll come into play later on somehow.
Could, yeah.
Don't know.
But, I mean, they made it a point to reference it. They call him Blue Eyes.
That's a freaking name, yeah. Exactly.
Dude, your name is Blue Eyes.
B-E.
Yeah. B-E-Z.
Wait. B-E-Z, yeah. Blue.
Big Blue.
Yeah, Big Blue. Yeah. So, I thought he was gonna maybe die, but he didn't. So that's nice. And his little brother made it too.
Yeah.
And his mom.
Oh, that was so cute. Oh, how about that part? I mean, I don't want to go too far off, but the part where the little monkey's like the baby's being so cute, and then he jumps on that like little toolbox or whatever, and the dude was like, hey! I was like, if he kills, they better crush him.
Yeah. That part, it's like, I would have like straight up murdered that guy like a girl. Like I would have been beating the shit out of him. Like, do you see what a delicate balance we have here? You're gonna bring a freaking.
You fucked it all up.
Yeah, exactly. Friggin' now Caesar, no trust.
Yeah, no trust you. I have to say that I did think there was going to be more of a piece of them being united.
Oh, really?
And really grow a deeper bond before the bullshit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And when the little baby was, I was like, this is where it's beginning.
Yeah,
we'll see them be like really cool or whatever, and then like the other humans will like maybe fuck it up a little bit, but they didn't do that.
Yeah. Well, see, then the movie would have lingered too long, I think.
Yes, could yes.
I
guess we didn't need that.
Yeah. Just a deleted scene or so in the DVD. Would be fine. 1 or 2 scenes. And I knew that the wife, Caesar's wife, I didn't catch her name, but I knew her being sick would somehow come into play too. And
I thought she was just gonna die and he was gonna be like more angry.
Oh yeah.
You know, like fuck everything. You know, like one of those.
Forget it all. Yeah. Exactly.
Fuck humans. No.
No, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
See, I thought his son dying would be the thing that would trigger that. And it didn't happen. Again, don't know what's gonna happen in the third movie. So yeah. I was getting a couple names mixed up, but Koba was just whoa.
He deserves an award for that.
Yeah, he's winning MTV's Movie Awards Best Villain.
Yeah, for real.
No, he was great, but no, that scene, the second scene that he comes back with the 2 idiots with the guns. I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I was stressed out because I knew he was gonna totally fuck him over.
Yeah.
Ooh, goodness. And I love the apes on the horses. I just thought it looked awesome. And then Caesar with his mean scowl.
Yo, woo, that is a look.
Yeah.
Yo, that was classic. We gotta. I'll post a picture after this of just his look, just that face, if I can find one. Like,
yeah, it's just that's a great.
I don't
look.
care if you're an ape, you're a human, you're a dinosaur. That fucking look means business.
Oh yeah.
So I'll snap.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry. You caught me.
Put your hand up. Yo, I'm sorry. Fuck that shit.
I don't know what I did.
I don't know what I.
Please touch my hand.
Yeah, do that little. Oh, and then the part where they all put their hands on. I was like, oh, I thought that was really cool, but I'm like, damn, that's a lot of hands. You gotta like.
I think he's just gonna be like, stick his hand up and be like, yes, we're all good. Yeah. I'm not touching all of you. Yeah, exactly. So that was cute. Oh goodness, this is just like I just go on and on about this movie. I felt bad for Ash.
Yeah,
let's take a moment to. He threw him over the wall. Like, oh goodness, that was sad.
But you know what? In moments like that, and that's with everything in real life, and when you see this person start to make these decisions, that's the time when you guys as a group be like, nah, we ain't following you, fuck that.
Yeah, as a groupie, they could totally take it.
Yeah, but exactly. So no, okay. Like where is the fear? Like when he says to Caesar, with fear that people follow, follow, they're following him. Well, if there's 100 of you against one, what are you fearing?
Right. He didn't have a gun at that point, I don't think.
Not when he threw him over.
No, yeah. So he was unarmed.
Would have pushed his ass.
I think Blue Eyes was holding a gun at that point.
Yeah, you should have shot it. Yeah. See what I'm
like,
saying?
Sorry guys, this is getting out of hand.
I saw where this was going.
This isn't a good place.
Yeah.
And then I love that they came back to James Franco's house. I don't know why. I just I liked it. No. And I like that they were subtle. Like, I'm glad that James Franco wasn't in this movie.
I would have liked him to be. I'm sad.
Well, yeah. No,
where is he? Is he dead?
He's got to be dead at this point. Just because he was in contact with that other guy, but like his neighbor got infected, and then you know what I mean. So he probably died pretty early on.
I don't like to think about that.
And his doctor girlfriend.
Yeah, man, that's bullshit, man.
But I like that they didn't hit you over the head where like Caesar's like, oh yes, he died 3 years ago.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Like it's just it's nice and open-ended.
Yeah.
Like you make your own assumptions and stuff. But and then I like the little video that they had. I don't know about that camera working after all that time sitting in the ground.
Well, how long was it really? Because didn't they say something about 10?
Yeah, it's 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that camera.
Yeah.
Well, now that it is working, I hope he took it with him.
Yes.
It doesn't look like he did.
He's gonna start his own like daily log.
Yeah.
Like, it's day 16.
Yeah. And every log he's talking better and better.
Yeah.
Vocabulary
like
growing.
Rules, yeah. Road rules, not road rules. What's the house show?
I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember. Whatever.
I can't remember.
The real world.
Real world. Well, wasn't there one road rules?
Yeah, but I think that was something different.
Yeah.
It was like a challenge or whatever. Anyway. Yeah, he should take the camera with him. And I'm glad that they went back to the house. I thought that was cute. A nice little nod back to the other movie.
And then that's how they showed that sign. They remind you the window.
Yeah. Oh, the window.
I was like, oh, yeah.
It's okay, yeah. Me too. I will say, I wanted to say one thing, because I did watch the first movie like about a month ago, because I knew I was, gotta refresh everything. Mm-hmm. And one thing that was always like glaringly stuck out to me as like a major, like, or just a stupid issue they should have fixed, was in the very beginning of the movie, Caesar's mom, she's the one who's getting the drug or whatever, mm-hmm. and is getting all smart and shit. And then in the beginning, she's all scared, and then she escapes, and she's acting all weird, and they shoot her, and then that's what initially shuts down everything. Mm-hmm. And then you find out she was acting all defensive and scared like that because she had a baby, which is Caesar. I feel like with them monitoring her so closely, because
how did they not know
she was? Yeah, and especially because they're apes, so it's not like, oh, they're pregnant, but you don't know until you know. It's not anything weird. It's like a friggin' chimp. So that was one thing I always hated about the first movie. Because I'm like, this is such an obvious mistake.
Yeah.
But I don't remember there being, besides the black guy missing, there wasn't anything that stuck out to me that I was like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty. Again, I will say we are doing this review right after seeing the movie. Mm-hmm. So, but I don't think my opinion is going to change. I was really engulfed in the movie while I was watching it and stuff.
It was good.
Yeah. I don't know.
I jumped.
Yeah, you jumped a lot.
5 times.
In the beginning of the movie, that bear. I jumped there.
Fuck, that shit jumped right out. I was like, ah.
Mm-hmm. You got all those scrapes and stuff.
Yeah.
My goodness. Do apes eat meat? I mean, don't they generally eat like fruit? And
I was gonna whisper that to you, but I was like, she's gonna get annoyed. I keep talking to her. I don't think they eat meat.
I don't think so either.
Pretty sure they eat nuts and
veggies
and fruit
and ants.
I mean, whatever lice, whatever they be picking.
Yeah.
Off of each other.
So they were hunting those elk or whatever.
Yeah, that might be an indication of them becoming more human.
Yeah, I think so, probably.
So
we'll go with that.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that. And they need the hides, the fur for blankets and shit.
Yeah, no, because they're building houses and shit now.
Yeah, it looked like the Ewok village when they walked in.
Yeah, they're domesticating horses, so they're becoming like humans. I guess that's what that's from.
And you notice Caesar, whenever he walks, he's totally walking on 2 legs all the time. Yeah. Do you remember that Animal Farm? Yeah.
He's looking straight, gangster walk,
that scowl.
Yeah.
But do you remember that Animal Farm with the pigs?
Yeah.
I remember reading that, and at the end when they were talking, this is totally. Oh no, this relates to it.
Yeah.
But with the pigs, how people said at the end, they started walking on 2 legs. Yeah. I was like, ew, that's so creepy. Yeah. And I feel the same way about this movie, but I love it still because it creeps me out. My sister, she hates that kind of stuff. It really freaks her out.
Really?
So I was like, are you going to see Planet of the Apes? She's like, no. Why are you even asking?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Maria.
She's all right. She'll make do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really, really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
So much.
Fabulous. There's many great things to say about it. We don't need to give every little detail. But I'm excited for the next one. Definitely gotta see it in theaters.
Oh yeah, definitely. We didn't see it in 3D. Fuck 3D.
Yeah. If there's IMAX, maybe I would pay for IMAX. Mm-hmm. That's the one with the big giant screen with the
good sound. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they shot any of it in IMAX, but yeah, whatever. Just go see it in the theater.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. It's a good story. This is what movie. This is the exact opposite of Transformers for me, because Transformers, I'm just going for the effects.
Yeah.
Because the effects are so awesome and the action and stuff. Storyline.
Yeah.
But with this movie, you've got these fantastic effects and action scenes and stuff, and then you have a really good, interesting story and complex characters and stuff too. So when people use that argument, I'm like, no, you can have a movie that has everything.
Yeah. Look,
here it is. Yeah. And look how great it is.
Yeah.
So yes,
I agree.
So glad that it lived up to my expectations.
Me too.
So I'm 2 for 2 now. So we got to see, because my other big one that I was, psyched for was Guardians, which comes out in a couple weeks. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this and X-Men.
Right. X-Men was for me, Godzilla, and then this one.
Mm-hmm. Those were your 3, or?
Yeah, my 3 biggest. Godzilla obviously was completely crap. I loved X-Men, and then this one I really, really like.
So it's 2 out of 3.
Yeah, and then Lucy's coming up, guys, in 2 weeks. I know that was kind of last minute. Mm-hmm. Lucy's coming out. Look at this cool movie. Yeah, but I'm
good.
really stoked.
Well, you know what else too? It's not a sequel. It's not a kids movie, and it's not a superhero or comic book. Well, I don't think it is.
Or
it might
remake
be
or
based
anything.
on a graphic novel.
It better not be. Well, even if it is, I don't know that. So
it's something that's I guess at least semi-original. Yeah. So
and I love her as an actress.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah. So that does look good. And then I think the week after or whatever is Guardians. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Mm-hmm. So excited. So those are our reviews. Pretty much along the lines of everybody else's reviews. We didn't have any weirdo opinions or anything.
No. A few people that I talked to, my mom and my cousin, they said that it started too slow for them. Mm-hmm. I don't agree. I don't know if you guys maybe want to make a comment if you feel the same way, but everything that they were going over in the beginning, I felt was valid. You know, like I wanted to know that. I'm glad they showed me.
Yeah, I would say it was all vital stuff because you needed to know the dynamics between the apes.
Yeah, and to see how human they really were becoming.
Yeah, and how crappy it is for humans at that point and stuff with the power and everything.
Yep, and how the intelligence and the knowledge was still spreading. You know, they're having babies, but
the babies
it's still
are smart. Yeah,
it's not like weeding out or.
I also like the way they spoke.
Yeah,
I just wanted to add that in there.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I already told the story, but when I saw that first movie and he yelled no, I don't know why. I just didn't think they were going to speak in that movie. I thought that was going to be something they would save. And he yelled no. I almost got up and ran out of the theater. I was just like, oh, I spoke! Oh my god! So I love it. But yeah, all right, well, I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay, cool. Well, we hope you guys like the movie. But no, if you want to give us any feedback, email us at damselsinDebate@gmail.com. Go on our website and check out all of our old episodes. We've been on for over a year now. Shut up.
No, like it reminds me of that part when he's in back.
Yeah.
Mail to 555.
So the self-addressed. Yeah, exactly. But go on our website. You can stream all our episodes there, and you can also comment on them and stuff like that. And you can like us on and follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Just look for Damsels in Debate. And you can subscribe to us and rate and review us on Stitcher and on iTunes. And I don't know when, but eventually I want to get us on SoundCloud and on YouTube also. Yeah. So we'll once we get on there, we'll let you guys know. I don't know exactly when our next episode is going to be because we're a little discombobulated with all the traveling lately. But we'll try to get it back up and running like normal very soon. And we'll definitely, at some point, have reviews for Lucy and Guardians and all that stuff. And we also, together, we actually did see Deliver Us from Evil.
Yes.
So we want to go over that. And but we'll get to it. Don't worry. We'll get to it. But yeah, sorry for the weird schedule lately. But yeah, that's it. All right. Well, until next time, everybody have a great summer. Yeah. I don't have a cool sign off.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out one of those.
Yeah, that and we got to get some intro and outro music.
Try to be beautiful, y'all.
Oh wow!
I took that from a movie. Which movie? Yeah, with
something with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Bruce Almighty.
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to think of something apes related, but I can't do that. Bruce Almighty. I'm sorry, I can't think of any apes funny thing. So whatever. Bye.
All right. Peace out, y'all.